So, jetzt versuchen wir das nochmal. Und zwar diesmal richtig.
Retinol pattern recognized. You are cleared to enter.
So, also das ist mein kleines Review zu 2001, das Space Odyssey. Kein Film, den man wirklich gucken muss. Also wie gesagt, für die Szenen, die man so von woanders her kennt, sehr schön, aber als Gesamtwerk, nee. Kann man die knapp 3 Stunden, die er geht, wirklich besser investieren. Zum Beispiel in Aliens 2. Also, Alien ist der erste Teil, Aliens ist der zweite Teil, den haben wir auch gestern gesehen. Und das ist der beste der Alien-Reihe. Und ja, um einiges besser als 2001. Aber jetzt hier weiter in der Story. Oder auch nicht. Doch.
Raiden, one of those hostages in there is Ames. The only thing we know is that Ames wears a pacemaker. His heartbeat should sound different from other people's, so use the directional microphone to locate him. Once you recognize Ames by his heartbeat, keep the microphone pointed toward him. Then push the action button and call out to him. If it really is Ames, he should respond in some way.
What if it's the wrong person?
The guards may get suspicious and come running instead. Security could get tighter, too.
Try to be sure before you take the risk.
Don't call out to a hostage with the action button until you're fairly sure that it's Ames. If you do make a mistake, switch the microphone for an AK and get out of there before a guard gets suspicious. If you're discovered inside, they'll cut off your retreat and call in the reinforcements. You won't make it out of the room. The mission will be over if you're discovered. Don your disguise and look for Ames while deflecting the enemy's suspicion.
So, Ames finden. Ein Glück haben wir die AK schon wieder ausgewählt. Wir müssen jetzt hier gucken. Hier patrouillieren auch so ein paar Leute rum, in die wir tunlichst nicht reinlaufen sollten. Aber ich weiß ja eigentlich schon, wo Ames ist. So. Müsste er hier sein. Da hört er es, den Schrittmacher. Plupp, plupp.
You're Ames, aren't you? You must be Ames. Keep still and listen to me. I'm not a terrorist. I got in here using one of their uniforms. I'm taking off the tape. Stay quiet.
Who told you about me?
An informer calling himself Mr. X, dressed like a ninja.
I see. Take this thing off me, will you? I'm Richard Ames.
Secret Service?
No, I was sent in by the Lali Lule Lo, just like you.
What?
You're here to find out where the president is. We have little time, so I'll be brief. How about switching to nanocommunications first?
Nanocommunications?
Right, silence beats talk when it comes to safety. Are you on?
Right here. Do you really know where the president is?
Almost certainly. He was moved to the first floor of Shell 2's core section.
The first floor, the core of Shell 2. Is he still there?
I don't know. I can't get a response.
You don't think he's been like the other hostages? A hostage was killed in retaliation after the SEAL 10 disaster, remember?
What are you talking about? Regardless of what they do to other hostages, they won't touch the president.
What makes you so sure?
The case.
You mean the nuclear button they took?
Right. And the case won't do a thing by itself. That case may be the single most advanced example of a weapons failsafe system. The password is nothing less than the physiological data of the US president.
Physiological data.
The president's own vital signs, heartbeat, brainwave pattern, blood pressure, and so on, are constantly monitored and relayed by his internal nanomachines. This information, along with the DNA pattern, serve as a biometric password, unbreakable even by the latest parallel processor supercomputers. The password entry itself cannot be performed unless brainwave patterns and heartbeats fall within normal parameters, rendering chemical and other forms of coercion impractical. In other words, the login must be made of the president's own free will. As a failsafe, the input must also be reconfirmed hourly, even after the initial login. If a valid confirmation is not forthcoming, the system will automatically cancel the login.
And that's why they can't harm the president.
At least until the bird flies.
Is there really a new model of Metal Gear here?
Absolutely. The black case serves as the launch key to Metal Gear as well.
Why would they hide Metal Gear in an offshore plant?
Haven't they told you anything? The entire thing was planned. The oil spill, the tanker accident that caused it, everything. The big shell was built specifically for the development of a new Metal Gear model. The inspection tour was to check its progress.
What's going on around here?
Wait. Here comes Snake.
That's him?
Use the microphone to listen in.
So, jetzt kann man ein bisschen das Mikrofon bewegen, um zu hören, was die denn so Schönes sagen. Und da gibt's auch ein Easter Egg.
King, Fat Man is dead.
It doesn't matter. Saved us the trouble of getting rid of him ourselves.
What? Freyas.
Who knows? They're a band of lunatics to begin with.
So, wenn ich hier ein bisschen abseits gehe. Hier müsste eigentlich irgendwo Johnny sein.
I'll have his background rechecked, just in case.
You think he was working for them?
We can't discount the possibility. Especially with that intruder still at large.
Ich bin jetzt hin und her gerissen,
The man in the sneaking suit.
euch die Hauptstory weiter
You
zu
know more
zeigen.
about those suits than I do.
But Foxhound was disbanded 4 years ago.
Oder das Easter Egg
So
zu
it
finden.
must be the Patriots. What about the damage to Shell 2?
The circulation system for the contaminated water has been damaged. The water being drawn in is overflow.
Naja, auf jeden Fall Shell 2 und so weiter ist überflutet. Verdammt, wo ist denn der Johnny?
X and IR sensors are already in place.
Any effect on it?
No.
What about the president?
The password entry has already been made to the black case. In 1 hour, we'll need a confirmation from him. His work is done after that.
Make sure you keep him alive until then.
Yes, I know.
What about the unit's activation?
Almost complete. The code has already been entered. All we need now is for the girl to start the system.
The usual method, I assume?
No. The drugs took care of everything.
Only a few more steps to outer heaven.
Wo ist Ruhe? Ah, da kommt noch wer. Olga.
Who is that cyborg ninja, Shalashaska?
I cannot even guess.
What about you?
Looked into.
Olga, don't cast suspicion where it isn't due.
Where it isn't due, when you watched my father die and did nothing.
It's been 2 years ago, Olga. Let it go.
I read the case file for Shadow Moses, but
Olga, how could you suspect me?
I know that the ninja is not one of my men.
How meaningful you make that sound. If Sergei were still alive...
If the old man were still alive, I wouldn't need to take orders from you.
Olga, Sergei was my best friend.
If you sell us out, I'll kill you myself.
Listen, daughter of Sergei. Don't ever let me see your gun pointed at me again.
If you would, I'll put a bullet in your back instead.
I took you both in when no one else would. You think any government would have you as irregulars in this political climate? The worst kind of wet works, maybe. But even that's doubtful. I recommend against switching camps. You've nowhere left to go. It's happening again.
This damn right arm. Liquid! It's almost as if it's having its revenge.
How much do you think we spent on that arm in Lyon? The best transplant surgery team in the world.
I never trust a Frenchman. It's becoming more frequent. Maybe that man's presence.
Ocelot, I leave this place in your hands. I have the intruder to take care of.
Yes, King.
Is that really Solid Snake?
That's what he claims.
I thought Snake was dead.
Solid Snake did die. But he's also here in the shell. Either he survived or there are two of them.
Two of them?
And that's impossible. Anyway, what did you manage to catch?
They said password input was complete.
I thought so.
You said the password entry into the black case had to be made by the president willingly.
That's right.
So this means the president is cooperating with them.
It would have to be, yes.
Why?
Probably tired of being a puppet, but it wasn't a smart move to betray us.
A puppet?
We're running out of time. They will fire a nuke. You know what you need to do before then.
Fire the nuke, but it's nowhere close to the ransom deadline.
Ransom?
$30 billion in cash.
What are you babbling about? The nuclear strike is not a threat. It's been the objective all along.
They plan to slaughter millions of people.
No, a high-altitude detonation. You've heard of the Compton effect?
Total disruption of electronic equipment caused by EMMA pulse.
Textbook answer. Well, when an average nuclear warhead goes off within the atmosphere, the result is an electromagnetic pulse of up to 50 billion megawatts. The EMMA field can reach tens of thousands of volts per meter, and most electronic equipment will be toast in an instant.
If one of the key movers of world economy stops functioning, it could mean the beginning of a global depression.
But that isn't their aim. What they plan to do is liberate Manhattan, pull it offline and turn it into some kind of a republic. Hence, Sons of Liberty, I suppose.
Sons of Liberty?
Damn! Ocelot is coming. I'm going offline.
So. Gleich haben wir das Zepter wieder in der Hand. Zumindest ein bisschen. Und dann mache ich was ganz Gefährliches. Was aber bisher noch nie schief gegangen ist.
You'll be able to unlock doors of up to level 3 security. Use it to get to Shell 2. Take care of the president before they launch the nuke. He's coming here. Pick up your AK.
So, los geht's. Ich bin gespannt. Aber es muss einfach sein. Na, Außer ich habe jetzt hier weniger Zeit auf schwer. Das wäre jetzt doof. Aber was soll's. Bin hier in der völlig falschen Richtung unterwegs. 8 Sekunden noch. Oder auch nicht. Ich hab's nicht mehr. Bin ich gestorben? Kacke. Doch hier, Mensch. Zoom in ist Viereck, Kreis.
He's coming here.
Lächeln! Ich find's klasse. So, speichern auf der Memory Card. Gerne. Zack. So. BDU.
Pick up
AK.
your AK.
Geschafft.
What do you think you're doing?
I asked him to remove these. I'm ill, you see.
I always knew that the DIA turned out second-rate liars.
What are you talking about?
No need for denials. We know what you are, Colonel Ames. They knew that the President was planning to betray them. So they sent you in to keep tabs on him. Am I right?
You.
Sorry, Colonel. You failed to carry out your duties.
You'll never escape the Lali Lulelo.
Is that so? What the?
You tricked me. I understand now. Ocelot. You...
Fox die?
You? Which team are you with? Show me your face. You know who he is.
No, he is not one of mine.
Das sehe ich sofort.
Identify yourself. We meet at last.